So it's Thursday night. I've got to be quiet because basically someone's sleeping upstairs. I've got a drink, basically some JD, just straight up, and I couldn't find any ice. The whole reason for this is basically that I'm going to be picking the winner of the first underground music production group challenge. So this is basically that concept of taking 5 samples and making a track idea using just those, right? So using a sampler, no synthesizers, no third-party effects or anything. And the guys have got together. There's been a fantastic response, and I'm going to listen through basically on SoundCloud all of the tracks and just going to feedback, give my kind of feelings about them, and I'm going to pick someone that I think is the best track, right? So what's going to happen is that person will then be awarded a special UMPG award, and we've got the logo now, and it's going to have a certain set of words on there. It's going to be something that person will be able to put on their social media, on their Facebook header, Twitter header, all that kind of stuff, and really show it off with pride. I'm not going to be giving these out to everybody, all right? So it's going to be a real nice accolade for the person that wins, all right? So I can see people kind of still doing stuff on the Facebook page. You can see that people have been voting. We've got a clear front runner at the moment, but even though I have listened to her track and I think it's fantastic, I'm going to try and just treat everything equally, all right? So let's come over here. I'm just going to take a little drink. Cheers to you, all you UMPG members. And let's have a look. So this is a playlist, 40 tracks, 2 hours 46. I'm not going to go through everything, all right? So I'm going to be dipping in, almost like putting a needle on a turntable and just checking out some sections and feeding back. So let's go in here. Let's have a look. I've got a funny feeling that the usernames on SoundCloud are going to be different to the usernames on Facebook, all right? So you guys are going to have to work out what's going on. Just going to turn it up, just going to put the other earbud in. This is a great start, really atmospheric. I mean, listening to this, there's no way that I would think this is just literally those 5 samples that we used. Man, I'm going to end up wanting to listen to all of these properly. Okay, I'm going to have to dip forward a bit. Hopefully the bandwidth of my Wi-Fi is going to be nice for us tonight. Do you know what I'm feeling? I need to look at the waveforms properly. How can I do this? There we go. So this is good. It's got a real warehousey kind of vibe, you know. How am I going to keep track of this stuff? I should really be taking notes. Let's see how it goes. Let's go to this next one and see what's going on. I mean, the one thing that I'm feeling at the moment that's this kind of like happening on both of these so far is a really good use of effects. Very atmospheric intro here. Man, you guys, seriously, I'm really impressed. do you know what? The quality of these things are amazing. I mean, the mix down sounding great. I know I'm on the earbuds, but it's sounding honestly. This is one of the. I better stop. This is one of the best things that's come out of this group. You know, I am just blown away. So some of you guys are gonna have to release these tracks. You know, honestly, they're too good. Right, that's wicked. Very, very impressed. By the way, I'm going to feel bad if I'm not going to get so excited about some of these others, alright? So, I'm a terrible liar. Let me see what happens. And also what's amazing is the variety of the genres and styles so far. Everything's had its own vibe. And just those 5 samples, I can't believe that. That pad sounds amazing. And obviously, I'm trusting you lot in terms of following the rules. If anybody's cheating, that's just bad karma. Okay, gonna forward that. Real interesting, dubby, futuristic, 2-step kind of vibe. Impressed once again. I want to know how you made that pad. That sounds so good. The one that was there, almost like a choir kind of pad. That one. The sidechain one. Very, very good. Right, this is getting silly. Everything's too good so far. The one thing that I'd say about that is a little bit too obvious with the vocal. Everything else sounding good though. Good use of the effect there on that plucky sound. Okay, that's good. I would say a little bit too obvious with the samples in terms of they haven't been treated that more. I mean, some of the other ones have been really kind of experimental in terms of taking the sounds in different directions. So it's still a really good composition, works really well. But let me just take a look at the next one. Real nice space around this, nice kind of fat warm bottom end on there. Okay, once again vocal just a little bit obvious. Okay, cool, but just a little bit repetitive. I know it's hard to kind of keep these things moving on. I think the others, the first 3 were the ones that had more of a variation going on, a little bit more of a structure there, but still a fantastic entry. And let's have a listen here. Don't like the pitch down vocal, but the high one's working fine. Okay, I really like the vibe there, but what I was kind of expecting was a little bit more kind of on the hat side, maybe some crunchy kind of hi-hats coming out, and really maybe a clap or something. So that would have really kind of done it for me. And he's back on the vocals on that one, but I really like that dubby kind of sound on there. Right, let's have a look. What else we got? This one. Wow. That rumble sounds really interesting. I'm assuming that's like a white noise thing going on there. Real warehousey vibe again. Just going to check the breakdown section. I really like the darkness on that one, really heavy, really interesting vibe. Seriously, some of these tunes, honestly, these are tracks that you could put out, that's for sure. So we'll listen to this one. Good start. Sounds very contemporary, sort of thing that's popular at the moment, you know. That sort of almost verging on commercial kind of deep housey kind of flavour. Just get like Kaiser singing on top of this and you probably make a lot of money. Musically, this is nice. Feels like it needs to have a bit more energy on those hi-hats. And that clap or snare sound, really, I think it could have benefited with coming up a bit in level. Yeah, because you can hear that it really feels like it needs those extra energy on the second and the fourth beats in the bar, you know, where your clap or snare is. Good effort though, good effort. Let's have a look here. Interesting. I like that effect there, if you created that yourself. So many of these are like real proper big room 4 AM vibes. I like it. Not so keen on the vocal, rest of it's doing it. Okay, for me it started to go a little bit too musical at that point, around here. I would like to see that really kind of dubby, but I reckon you need to really finish that off. That's a real nice, really nice vibe on there. What else we got? So listen. Wow, that kick's really pitched down. Very heavy bottom end on that. Interesting. Actually, I like the vocals on this one. Whoa. Okay, going a little bit too abstract for me there. Let me just dive in later. There is a good tune in there, but it's just been a little bit over dominated by the other things on there. Alright, so good work. Let's keep going. Let's have a look at this one. The kick, the hi-hat and the snare clap sound working really well there. Loving the space, the reverb on there. Bassline definitely a strong point here. Another tune definitely that's worth finishing. That's going to be, you guys have got to do this, you've got to finish these ones. Oh man, I'm getting lost now. That was Deep Silent, wasn't it? Right, so next one. Like it. I like the space here, the atmosphere. This is like, it's got like 5 AM kind of thing going on in some kind of back room. I like the chord. The filter modulation working really nice. It's got a real nice underground vibe to it. Do you know what's mad, right? Is, you know, we've got this album thing on the go. So, you know, I've got you guys, you know, writing tracks that are going to turn into an album, and we've got an album here as well, you know. All of these tracks, some of them need a little bit more work, a little bit more finishing off, some of them don't, but this is a really, really great collection. I'm really, really impressed, genuinely. Interesting glitchy sounds in my right ear. Don't know if that's deliberate, but I like it. I like the bass line. You know what I'm liking? A lot of these tunes have got a proper underground vibe. Like the hat, it's kind of raw sounding. Yep, another wicked one. Let me keep going. Love that vocal effect. Do you know what my one bit of advice on this one would be? Is to, you know, the hi-hat is basically feeling like it's a little bit too long. I'd make that shorter, and then you've got more of a cutting kind of more percussive kind of energy to it. At the moment, it feels like it's slightly dragging the energy down a bit. Because it feels like a little bit too much competing for space. When you take the tempo up, there's a tendency for it to happen. So let me just go a bit more forward. Okay, not so keen on the vocal there, but the backing sounding really good. Right, how are we doing? Still a good view to go through here. Okay, good core effort there, but definitely needs some variation and some new stuff going on there. Right, let's go here. That's sounding great. Bass line's good. Ease back on the vocal, I think, really. The rest of it sounded wicked. Yep. That's good. It's good. Where are we, Carly? How different are all these tracks? Same 5 samples, seriously, and everything sounds different. I like that keyboard sound. It sounds almost like an accordion, you know, like a kind of synthesized accordion. Love that affected vibe going there. Okay, here we go. Brenda. That chord stab, wicked. Loving the drum programming. You know what's going on is it's really understated at the moment, and it's just got such a wicked groove. Nice that the chord has changed a little bit there. I love the lower vocal that keeps looping and going around. Nice contrast. Yeah. You know what I'd like to do, maybe on this one, is actually to record a vocal on top, some spoken word or something. It sounds wicked. Brenda, seriously. I knew I liked this one. I mean, I liked it from the off when I heard it. This is definitely one of my strongest candidates, and those 2 first ones as well. I'm going to need to go back and have a listen. I really should be writing this stuff down. But I'm remembering, right? Brenda, that's wicked. Seriously. Okay, how many we got? So, wow, it's quite a few, but it's cool. Right, Morgan, GR, and Morgan. Let's have a look. Right, loving the beat. Not so sure about the vocal at the moment. Yeah, I'd like it without a vocal. The rest of it, bass line and the other elements are working well. Liking the 16th hats now. Come on, jump. That's the Wi-Fi again. And you can hear the planes as well. They decided to start taking off, like literally as I've been doing the video. I wonder if that's Gareth, because I know you, Gareth. So anyway, so what I'm going to say is that I really like the backing, apart from the vocal. Vocal's kind of spoiling it for me. You know, you guys, when you're putting these things together, don't feel you have to use the vocal in a literal way, a literal fashion. It'd be good to see some experimental stuff, and I've seen some of that already. So that's a good one. It works without the vocal. And where are we? I've got to keep track of these usernames. There we go. Right. Let's see what's going on here. Whoa. I need to know how you made that clap. It's sounding good. I wonder if you did some flipping, reversing, and maybe aligning stuff in different positions to create that. It sounds really good. The sustained sound is wicked. Music's pretty good. Just slightly too melodic for my taste, a little bit too nice and happy for my taste, but I don't want to detract from the fact this is really good. It's an exceptional entry, really good. Very catchy, very hooky. It's a great effort. There's a lot of really good musical stuff going down there. And, you know, remember we had 5 samples. The only truly musical sample out of that lot was just a simple pulse wave, and that was it. Okay, so all of these musical sounds you're hearing here have been made from that. Let's have a look here. Love that intro with the beat there. Nice swingy beats. Real interesting wide bass sound. The vocals really like a moody set of monks. Loving the tension there. Seriously, you lot, you're too good, too good. That was fantastic. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Did I just play this one? Seriously, you lot are making some great tracks. Like that reversing, really reminds me of the old Derek May stuff. Detroit techno. Very good, very, very good. I like that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What's the donkey doing there? On here, I'm not getting so much of a definition with the kick. I'd probably prefer to feel that punching through a little bit more. Maybe it's just the bass is too loud. Maybe it just needs to come down a touch. I like that real kind of vintage bleep sort of sound with a reverb on it. Do you know what? This one's worth doing, but really beefing up those drums, I think, on there. That works good. And let's have a listen to this one. Another great start. Liking the drums, shaker texture. Right, liking the flanging percussion on there. Gated kind of chord stab, sounds great. I'm still struggling with this because I'm amazed with those 5 samples, all of the variations coming through. It's so impressive, honestly. Just blown away. Let me just double check. Did I just listen to that one? I don't want to miss anybody's out. Wicked, great bass line. Definitely worth finishing off. Definitely worth finishing off, honestly. I'm scared I'm going to be missing stuff out, you know, so I'm going to come up here and jump to the next. Does it say whose it is? Yeah, there we go. And can I jump forward a little bit without disrupting too much? Right, the vocal, a little bit too much again. If you took the vocal away, sound a lot better on that one. Okay, next one. Liking the texture I'm hearing there. Kick sounds really interesting, little percussive sounds of the noise burst. Like the variation with the effects on the chord. Good composition so far, nice interesting things going on. Interesting treatment on the bass. Once again, the vocal, not so much of a fan of that, but better without a vocal for me. Great effort. Let's have a look here. Where are we now? Ah, down tempo. Nice. Liking the side chained pad on there. And the beat. Nice to hear a tempo variation, you know. Good work. I like that sound, it's almost like a ride. Nice use of the filtering there. Wicked. Great effort, I like that. I like it. Let's have a look now. Whoa. Hefty. Good impact at the beginning. Got a little bit of a kind of electro-y kind of vibe. The bit crushed vocal thing works really well. Great energy on this one. That bendy pitch sounded good. Yep, wicked, wicked. What else we got? Oh, we need to come down here and have a look. Ah, Brian. Yeah, I remember hearing this. I like the vibe. At the moment, everything feels like it's almost been pitched a couple of semitones too low for me. Almost like that kick just needs to come up a few notes, but then of course it might shift the whole balance of everything. But I'm loving the two-step texture. I think probably I would have liked the hats, the noise burst to be a little bit shorter. Loving that little ambient texture in the background there. Just gonna make it forward. Loving all the reverse bass sounds on there, different textures. Okay, forward to the floor vibe. Definitely works. Right, wicked Brian, wicked, wicked. Do you know what? This makes me think of like Salamander, you know, that kind of retro video game thing where you've got a little ship and you're shooting things and there's like floating things coming. You've got to try and like catch that floating thing, and then you get like an extra laser, and then there's another one, you shoot all of those, and then you get like a rocket dropping down. You know, so it's kind of like a video game soundtrack. Yeah, I could imagine that sound wicked on something like that. A lot of effort has gone into this on the musical side. Yeah, very good, very good. And how are we doing now? Let's have a look. Wait a minute. I'm just reading this and getting too influenced by it. I like it. Once again, something about the vocal I'm not into. The rest of it's good. Do you know what? I love the beats at this point. Definitely finish that. Definitely finish that. It's a real interesting vibe on there. Right, let's check this. Really like that texture, the chord stab and the bass. Also like the tempo here, you know, real nice pace to it. That's great. I like it. I like it. Chords are good. feel that that really could do with developing further. That's a great idea. I like it. Working really well. We're nearly there with the list. That's a really interesting texture. Okay, the intro I loved, but now it feels like it's a little bit too many elements going on. Wow. Do you know what I'm feeling is that the composition is wicked, but it's the mix that's letting it down. That's what I'm feeling on this. It feels like too many things fighting for the same space. I think with a bit of EQing, a bit more compressing, potentially, it would sound a lot better. So. And also adjusting the levels of some of those sounds. I actually really like that, but it does need to be mixed better. All right, but it's really good, so well done. There we go. Have I seen this already? Just want to double check, because the icon looks like something I've already seen. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So it's not really fair to do two. All right. So I'm going to skip to the next. Right. Straight out the bat there. The beat is wicked and heavy. Really like that. I'm going to come back. That sound there, that works. That low kick sounds great. Yeah, this is another one of those big room things about 4 AM. People are a little bit mashed up and stuff, and yeah, it sounds wicked, really good. Okay, just a few more to go. Great texture with that vocal there. Chords are working well. Okay. At the moment, I'm feeling that for some reason the drums are feeling like they're not cutting through. They feel like they're going through some kind of old speaker or something. I think the composition's good, the ideas are good, but it's another one of these ones where the mix just needs to be a little bit better. The atmospherics with the vocal are working really well. Yep, it's cool, it's good. The last two. I really like that sound straight away. Really like the movement on there. I really like that kind of distorted texture that I can feel on the bottom end. So the bass is getting some nice kind of fizzy, kind of high frequency energy on there. It sounds a little bit distorted. Kind of sounds like it's coming off of vinyl in a way. So this is the bottom end, the kick and the bass need a little bit of work. It's a shame because it's got a fantastic atmosphere. Loving that space wash thing going on there. Yeah, that's great. It just needs a better mix, you know, it needs a better mix. So finally, just going to turn it up a bit. Like the kick, hi-hat. Bass is great. You know, the thing is this one, right, it feels like it needs a different drum kit to really shine. You know, the musical elements here are working really well. I like that reverse texture there. So what I really like about this is the bass line and the chords there working really well. I think this is another one where, you know, you've got that open kind of hi-hat noise. It feels like it should be really quite cutting and crisp. Right, sounds great. So I need to pick a winner. Now, you know that I like Brenda's one, but I need to revisit these. I've got to work out which ones it was I liked. It was the first three, I think it was. Yeah, there's a lot I like about that. Wait a minute, let me come here. Now, one of the things that I was feeling is the ones at the beginning seem to be mixed better and mastered better, so they're immediately jumping out and really showing themselves to, you know, the best of their kind of ability. So I think that's one of the things that's happening here. Yeah, these ones are sounding more finished, if you get me, all right? So you know what? It's tough. It's tough. Just waiting for the Wi-Fi. Come on, son. Okay, now these three I like in their own ways, all right? But my initial instinct was that Brenda's, when I very first heard it, I was blown away in terms of the groove, the vibe, the atmosphere, the fact that it could be a track that you could play and it would work and it would go down really well. So I'm going to say that basically for the first challenge, the 5 sample challenge, that Brenda, you are definitely the winner. So well done. And I'm going to sort out that badge for you so you can just put it up on your stuff if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. But congratulations. And I've got to say, for everybody else, honestly, I am sincerely blown away by all of the talent on display. Amazing, absolutely amazing. You guys go and finish the tracks. Hopefully some of you get deals on these. Absolutely blown away. Thanks everybody for basically getting involved. And I know I'm rambling now, but it's been a long day. And I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. All right, thanks guys. All right, I'll speak to you soon.